One of my favourite painters from recent times is Garry Shead, a wonderful Sydney-based artist. Garry Shead it's a great story for people like me who know the art world and know about the art market, because Garry had a very good start in his career, and he was a widely regarded painter in the 60s and 70s, and of course he was known as a friend and collaborator with Whiteley. He and Whiteley produced pictures jointly. And yet during the 70s and early 80s, Garry found our world very tough. He was unable to really get what you call traction in the art world. And it was only when he produced the D.H. Lawrence paintings in the mid to late 1980s that he started to get a bit of interest. Garry Shead's career had effectively run out of steam when in 1993 he found himself to be the winner of that year's Archibald Prize. It was a galvanizing moment, and with that the surge of interest in his work developed to the point where 10 years after that win he was able to sell paintings for $120,000. Extraordinary story, because an artist who is effectively struggled all his life, late in his career finds true and wonderful success. The D.H. Lawrence paintings, the royalty paintings, Encounters with Monarchy, wonderful series of works. And then in 2003, Shead embarks on a new series of paintings on the subject of the Malley scandal, which erupted in Melbourne during the war. I think the story is well known about some poets who created an elaborate hoax, and the story, or the issue at the time, dragged in all kinds of major figures in Melbourne intellectual life. Max Harris, the publisher of the magazine Angry Penguins, was in particular at the centre of all of these, the scandal. The Malley paintings become, for Garry Shead, a way of drawing together all of the threads of intellectualism and art from the period. Garry's paintings are never far away from emotional values as well, and you can see there's a poignancy in his paintings, which is the figures in them are actually interacting in a very poignant fashion. It's a lot of emotional weight. At the same time, there are larger political events, art historical events, all kinds of art events coming into these paintings. They're fascinating paintings. Garry likes to use these kind of densely richly layered meanings in contrast to other paintings which are very simple, just nudes or couples. So in this particular series, it's probably his most complex group of paintings. So I think that when Garry Shead's career is looked at as a whole, these Malley paintings will stand up as amongst his most interesting works. The Garry Shead's Young Prince. It's a large painting. Its estimate is $190,000 to $240,000. We think that at that price it represents a very meaningful value for a painting of this importance.